another dog bandana type thing. I'm still working through my scraps, and I'm just mixing colors together. And this size, let's get this out of the way. Let's go and get the sizes out of the way. This one here, I'm not going to count this loop. Okay, I'm just going to start it without that. This comes to about 13 inches, so this is definitely the small, extra small. If you added another square, which comes to about 2.5 inches, that takes it to about 16 inches, I believe. Yeah, that takes it about 16 inches. So that would fit like medium size. I mean, Harley, my standard poodle, he's got like a 16-inch neck. So all I would have to do is add more chains or add another block. So what we're going to need today, I've got some miscellaneous colors left. I was going to add 2. You're going to need at least 2 colors. So I've got this pink, and I've got this white. I don't know if I'm going to use, and then I've got that blue. Of course, you're going to need a tapestry and a pair of snippers. And today, we're going to use the 7 4.5 millimeter hook so that these squares can be small, a little bit smaller and tighter. So go grab your supplies and let's meet back. Okay. We're just making these little grannies, okay? This is also a really straightforward pattern, and you can make it as large or as small as you want. So you can do a chain 3 and do all your stitches in your first chain, but I like to do the magic circle. Okay. Now we're going to chain up one more. So you have that chain 1, and then we did a chain 1. And now we're going to start our granny, which is going to do a half double crochet, yarn over, go into your magic circle or chain 1, or in your first chain, yarn over and go through all 3. Your chain 2 counts as a half double crochet. So there's 1, 2. I'm going to do one more. Yarn over, pull up, got our 3 loops, and then we're going to chain 1. Okay, that's our first bit. Now we're going to do 3 more of those, 3 half double crochets, a chain 1, 3 more times. So yarn over, pull up, go through 3. There's 1, 2, 3. We're only doing a chain 1. Pull that in a little bit. Again, do 3 more. 2, 3, chain 1. We've got 3 sets, right? 1, 2, 3. We're going to do one more set. 2, 3, do that chain 1. Now you're going to find it's a little bit harder because we only have that chain 1, so finding that gap is a little bit harder. And then I count back 1, 2, and of course that chain 2 is always like this crooked little knot. I'm going to go in the top of that chain 2, slip stitch. I'm going to just chain 1. Go ahead and close that, and let's cut that off. And yes, normally the granny is in a double crochet, but I'm trying to make these smaller because you don't want a big giant granny square on a dog's neck. These will also make great headscarf things if you're like that kind of stuff. I wish I could wear it. It just looks silly. And I think I'm going to start with the slip knot. So I can do a join instead of doing it the other way where you have to like do a slip stitch and then do a single crochet. And I'm going to pull that tight in the back. And I'm going to find that chain 1, which should be right before the knot. So if you're right-handed, yours is going to be over on the right side. Mine's on the left. I'm going to slip in there. And I'm going to pull up my loop. I'm doing a single crochet join. Yarn over and go through both those loops. Okay. Now this is how we're going to be doing it different. Let me get that over to the side so I can just get out of my way. Okay, we did a single crochet. Now what we're going to do is see that first loop. Okay, there's our single crochet. We're going to go in that first loop, grab our yarn and pull up, and then yarn over. I don't know if this is correct, but this is the way I do it. This is now a half double crochet, a standing half double crochet. I don't know the technical name of it, but it just makes it easier to find that stitch. Now in the same space, we're going to go ahead and do 2 more half double crochets. 1, 2, chain 1, making our corner, and in that same spot we're going to do 3 more half double crochets. Pull up, got your 3 loops. You guys probably know it by now. 2, 3, and we're going to chain 1. There's our first corner. Now I'm going to drop these because I don't want that on the back. I'm going to find my next chain 1 space. If I have to, 1, 2, 3, here it is in here. And we're going to make another corner. 3 half double crochets, chain 1, 3 half double crochets. Love these little scrap busters. 3, chain 1, 3 more in that same spot. 1, 2, if you hear anything, it's my cat snoring. 3, chain 1. There's our second corner. Feel my way over to the next spot. Chain 1, make another corner. 3, chain 1. Really repetitive, so we don't have to think a lot. Chain 1, and in that last space, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, chain 1. Now, back to the beginning. Here's that chain 1 space, so it's 1, 2, and see that standing half double crochet. We go right at the top of that standing half double crochet with the slip stitch, and we're going to just chain 1 and snip. Okay. At this point, I'm just going to cut these off. Okay, just get them out of the way. Oops, I need some new scissors. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to make, we need at least 3. if you're making this small to medium. Okay. And you need, I'm going to go ahead and get 3 of them. So I'm going to do these 3. Okay. So make your 3, and then you come back, and I'm here, wait for you. And now we're going to join them. And I think I am going to stay with the same color. You can do it in a different color if you want, like I did this one. You know, make it pop a little bit more. But I'm going to stay with this. Now I found that I like to have all the tails up at the top so I can just get them out of the way. You're welcome to sew them in now if you want, but I'm going to crochet over them. All right, so we've got our 3 squares, and I'm going to start with a slip knot. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go into this spot here, and I'm going to join with a single crochet. So you got your loop here, and you go in there, and then I'm going to get all my tails going in the direction I'm going to be crocheting, and then I'm going to pull up a loop with 2 loops and then yarn over, and now I've got a single crochet join, and we're going to make this loop here. Okay, so that's a single crochet. We're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now for this one, I am going to make sure that I find the top of that first double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, which should be right where we tied into when we closed off that top of that granny. And we're going to single crochet. So now we got our little loop. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and do a single crochet in the next 2 double crochets. 1, find the next one. 2. Now I'm in that corner. I'm going to do 1 more double crochet. And you can basically let those drop down. We've got them tied down. Now the whole thing here is we're not going to make a big deal about putting a stitch in every one, because sometimes that first double crochet is hidden under the single crochet in the corner, and it can be hard to get to it. So if it is, it's too buried, just skip it and go to the next one. And then here's that 3rd double crochet. And now we're in our chain 1 space. We can do a single crochet. It's not going to make a big difference, okay? If you can get to it, do it. If not, I'm just going to skip it as I need to. No one's going to be looking and counting stitches, so. And then I'm going to go in that chain 1 space with a single crochet. So I've got my side, and here's the top of it. And now I'm going to bring in my next square. We did a single crochet in that last chain 1 space. And so now you're going to pick up your next square, find that chain 1 space, you're going to come from the back, and you're going to put it on your hook. Okay, and then you're going to reach back and get your yarn. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Now we're joining these squares, yarn over, and we just did a single crochet. Okay, now we're just going to go ahead and do single crochets across. 1, 2. Well, I got 2, so I'm just going to go in that chain 1 space. And then I'm going to get to the corner here. 1. I still count. 2. And here's the 3rd. Okay, I'm going to drop that tail. I don't need it anymore. And I'm going to do a single crochet in the corner, that chain 1 space. And again, drop my yarn. Here's my last square. Find my corner, and I'm going to come from the back, drop it on my hook, and then I'm going to pick up my yarn. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and now we join that one. And then I'm just going to crochet across to the corner. 1, 2, it's fine. I'm just going to go in here and then trap my yarn so I can bury it a little bit. 2, and here's the last double crochet. I just realized these are 2 different pinks. It's fine. And here I am in the corner. Okay, so we have our top done, our side, and now I'm going to work the side, and we're going to be putting our tie on there. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to single crochet in that chain 1 space. And since this is a extra small, I'm going to do 25 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 1 for good luck. And then now I'm going to single crochet down. But first I'm going to slip stitch into that first one, just to give me a little point. Now I'm going to single crochet down. Here, and I'm going to get into that last one, single crochet, and then I'm going to, let's see, I am going to try and get into that first double crochet with a single crochet. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and go 2. Here's that third, and now we're in the corner. And now we're on the bottom. And then that's what we're going to do. We're just going to single crochet across. I don't really care about the counting, as I've said. But I am going to add one more just to give it. Now I'm in the corner. Single crochet. Okay, and again, I'm going to stick my hook in from the front to the back. Pull up a loop, yarn over, single crochet join, and then keep on going. Definitely easier to join on the bottom. 3. Should get one in the corner. Here's that last one. I have to dig my finger to find it. Front to back. Grab it, pull up. And let's finish this baby off. You know, some days you just have well, at least I do. I'm like really particular. And I'm like, I'm going to get every single stitch. And then there's days like today where I'm like, it's fine if it doesn't have all of them. Here's my corner. Now I'm coming back around. And then I'm going to slip stitch back into that chain 1 space that we started. Chain 2. And then before I go on anywhere, I like to just cut these bits off back here. I kind of like that look, honestly. I think it kind of gives it a little bit of something. You know, people could even like weave their collars in if they really wanted to. And then there we go, y'all. Yep, yep. What do you think? Are you gonna make some for your pup? I don't know how well this would go on a cat. I know my cat wouldn't wouldn't be down for that. Alrighty, y'all. I am going to let you go. I have another project I'm working on that I want to get up, and until I see you, take care. Have a great day.